Amazing.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Chris, founder and CEO of Estendio. We're over from Scotland, so really pleased to be here. We have sunshine 3 months of the year, so thought today was going to be another day where we'd have some nice weather, but I think we've brought the weather with us. But yeah, I hope you've had a really nice conference. We'll try and keep today nice and short and sweet, but really giving you a nice overview of our new product, Tailo. Tailo is a reading and comprehension platform, really for anyone. The tool has been built primarily from the perspective of myself as a student with dyslexia and ADHD. We have two products in the business, Tailo and PresentPal. PresentPal is our first product, a presentation support tool that's being used in over 150 universities across the UK and US. And we launched this tool about 6 years ago. Over the last 2 years, we heard from a lot of students that they were having a lot of challenges with PDF accessibility and reading just generally. And what we did is we took that feedback and we built a tool that we think solves so many problems, both from a school, university and student perspective. And so what we have here, which I'm really excited to show you, is Tailo. Tailo is a reading and comprehension platform that creates a tailored reading environment for each reader's needs. So where we're starting is PDFs. As I said, PDFs are an absolute nightmare. You okay? For so many neurodivergent or disabled readers. And this is really what we want to support. So in the first instance, we're supporting PDFs that aren't necessarily accessible. So what we can do is import any information that's in a PDF, so any content, images, or diagrams. We're using our incredible content extraction technology to pull out the key information that's in a PDF and reformat that into a dynamic document. This is much, much easier for a reader, taking away the content from that traditional black text on a white background, rigid format, and making that a completely customized layout. So here, readers can change the colored background, font size, font face, and it's just a much, much nicer reading environment for them to read. From there, once we've created this amazing reading environment, we're then supporting readers with all sorts of incredible comprehension support tools. Our first, which we're really excited about, is Explain This. And so what we do for Explain This is we take difficult to read content and make that easier to read and understand for each individual user's reading styles. And so what we do here is a reader can select a passage or a piece of text that they don't understand, and we can break that down and explain that to them, or even break that into a different style that they can read. So if you have a reader, for example, who is in 8th grade, but they might read at a 2nd grade level, we've created the perfect accommodation for them. So what happens here is a teacher can provide one piece of content to the whole classroom, and here a neurodivergent reader or someone who might need more support can have the exact same content as the rest of their classmates, but they can have that in a format that's easier for them to read, and then for any information they don't understand, they can have that explained in real time. So this is an amazing feature which I love personally. As I said, reader can highlight the information and then have that explained to them. We can explain that by simplifying the language, changing the tone of voice, or actually just the format. I mean, I hate reading paragraphs. For me, trying to stand in front of a room full of people and read out loud would be my worst nightmare. And so having that broken down into how I like to read and understand is, a real game changer. The tool is being used by tens of thousands of students across the UK, and this is our real first chance to show you amazing people out here in the States. And so we're really just looking for as much feedback as we can at this stage. We're offering the tool free for IEPs for the first period. As I said, we're really just focusing in on getting usage and actually getting feedback from professionals like yourselves and students that you guys can support too. And really what we can do next, as I said, within this customized reading experience, you can change the colored background, font size, font face. It's just making that kind of horrible traditional PDF much more dynamic and friendly. We also have tailored summaries, and so when a student first uploads their PDF, they can actually receive a really custom summary. And so what we're doing here is being able to understand what the student's objective is within that document that they're trying to read and pull out the key information that's most relevant to them. I know you do get some other tools that provide summaries, but they can be quite generic They're also in that kind of right-hand side toolbar, which is not necessarily the easiest to read. What we're pulling out here is a really, really relevant summary for each reader's needs. So if you've got a document that you're reading, for example, if you're in, I don't know, ninth grade, doing a science project and you're really interested in protons, we're pulling out the exact information that's relevant to what you're trying to read. The other great feature that we have is being able to provide section summaries. So this is maybe more relevant for higher education where you have an extended document, say a 50, 60 page PDF. What we can do is provide sections for each chapter or each section. And what that means is readers can actually see what they're going to read before they then read it. It just kind of is, it's that concept of being able to understand the basics of the concept before you get into the weeds, especially when the academic writing can be quite challenging or complex. It just gives you that chance to understand, you know, is this relevant? Am I going to spend my energy and time reading something that might not be helpful to me, especially when I'm quite tired already or reading is quite a challenge? And so it really just helps drive focus and allows readers to spend their time wisely. The feedback that we've had so far has been amazing on the product. As I've said, we've really tried to incorporate user and student feedback into our product roadmap. And so that's really where the section summaries came in. So we had a lot of students saying, you know, I've got a longer document. I actually really would love to have it broken down for me. And that's what we did with section summaries. But we have a team of product researchers who we're trying to understand as much as we can about the specific challenges that kids or students have and make that perfect product for them. Yeah, we're very aware that there's a number of AT tools out at the moment, but really what we want to do is just focus specifically on pain points that students are kind of let down in at the moment and make that perfect solution for them. So yeah, as we said, Tailo is perfect for the K-12 market. We think really what we would love to see is just as much feedback as we can. So yeah, we are offering free licenses to everyone here to try out. But then if you want to take that back into your school district, we can set up licenses for everyone to try. And then the other thing, as I said, is we're very happy to support on IEPs for free licenses just until we get enough feedback to really understand how we can make this the perfect product for your school district or campus. And same for higher education as well. So yeah, we're Saturday morning, everyone's got things to be doing, so yeah, thanks so much for having us, and yeah, we're also doing AT tattoos, if anyone's interested. This one says Neurospicy, which is me, dyslexia and ADHD, but yeah, so great to be here today. Thanks so much everyone.